Welcome back,
ladies and gentlemen. Yes,
to the pod.
Yes, the Surviving Your 20s podcast, where
our goal is for you to survive, thrive, and live your best life in your 20s
and beyond. Yes, okay. I'm excited to be here on this lovely Thursday.
So am I. Happy Thursday, you guys.
Happy Thursday. Like, it's finally Thursday. One more day.
Yes.
Push through.
Gonna make it through the end of the week.
Make it through the end of the week and try your best to push forward.
Yes.
Don't call out. Get your paycheck on Friday.
I'm an advocate for calling out. You call out if you need that mental health day, you need that rest day, you need that sleeping day, you take it. Just don't get fired. Do it in moderation.
Use your PTO.
Use it. That's what it's there for.
Use your PTO. But also know that Friday is when the check drops. If this is a Friday that you're getting paid, celebrate.
Happy Paycheck Friday.
Yes. If this is a Friday that you're not getting paid, still celebrate because it's coming next week. Okay? Period. So I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah.
I know, like, I've been dragging because I'm a little sick. So Makaida is the hype woman of this podcast episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
I'm going to try. You know, I'm not too hype.
You're not too hype.
I'm not too hype.
But you are.
We gonna make it do what it do.
Yeah, when it's time for you to be hype, you're gonna be hype.
And look, I feel like you're giving me lots of energy right now. You think so? Even through the COVID.
She swears I have COVID,
Charlene
y'all.
got COVID and she's in denial.
And she wants COVID so she can come and be a great model citizen for everyone in America. And she does. All right.
Don't do what I'm doing. Somebody got COVID, stay home. Remember, we used to distance quarantine 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I'm here is because we got to push through and keep the episodes coming for you guys.
I heard that 50% of podcasts fail. And that encouraged me.
You said at the seventh
episode.
That was surprising.
It was surprising to me,
but
too.
But not surprising.
Yes.
Because sometimes, people start podcasts and you just don't hear from them.
You don't hear from them.
Again.
Okay.
It just be like the last episode. And then they pop back out like 2 years later. Like
they don't make any announcements.
Yeah.
They're just like, we
back.
stop. Yeah. But we serious because... One, we invested into this.
Yes.
And two, we're not trying to be a part of that statistic. So how you guys can help us is by rating us on the Apple Store, on Spotify, wherever you find or listen to your podcast. Make sure you rate us, give us 5 stars. Don't give us 1 star. I'd rather you just click off and not say anything at all. And be for real with yourself because we from New York and we get busy. So make sure you give us 5 stars.
All right, Miss Brownsville.
You already know it's coming out. I don't play with y'all.
Okay.
Make sure you give us what's due.
Don't play with it, Miss Brownsville.
Okay. And be for real. It's Brooklyn. You could be from wherever in New York, but when you say you from Brooklyn, please.
It hits different.
Oh, it hit.
But then let's not start the borough wars either.
Okay.
You know what's so funny? This reminds me of people from Harlem.
Okay.
Like people be like, I'm from Harlem. You're from Manhattan.
You're from Manhattan, boo.
Like
you a little bougie.
Funny. It's so funny because you never hear someone from Harlem say, I'm from Manhattan. I'm from the city. It's Harlem. Like sometimes I gotta remind myself that Harlem is not a borough.
No,
like
it's not.
It's literally not a borough. That is a little neighborhood in Manhattan. Y'all are from Manhattan.
But I went to school in Harlem. And I never said I went to school in Manhattan. To be
just
fair.
Said Harlem, yeah.
Because it's a difference though.
It is.
The culture is in Harlem. You know what I mean?
You think Manhattan
once you get past
think like 34th Street, 42nd Street, Soho, Chelsea, all that.
Yeah, but when you think Harlem, you think where the people reside. Okay?
That's
all right.
Different.
My school was very much giving Harlem. It was giving Malcolm X Boulevard. It was giving 116th Street. I was like, I was on 116th and Lexington. Let it rain, clear it out. I was up there like, but you know what's crazy? I enjoyed being in Harlem.
I bet you did. You went to like a art school,
right? Arts high school, and I loved it. I was like, I'm in here. I'm getting a little culture, and I loved and respected the way they dress. The only thing I didn't like about being in Harlem, and please be aware of this, when you are in an altercation, the whole family comes out.
Oh, okay.
It's not like Brooklyn.
That's what you mean though. I feel like people come out like
in Brooklyn. I've never
Yeah.
seen it before.
Like you mean like school fights?
You want to hear the story? Okay, quick before we get into like the real tea. I always have a story before we start. I noticed.
That's okay.
I'm full of stories.
You are.
Okay. I have a lot of experience. But I remember I was in Popeyes, probably on like 110th or whatever, going to the train station. No, I was on 116th. That's where the train station was. And I was on the Popeyes. I was in Popeyes, and this girl had on Uggs. She had on like the boy Uggs, and they were white. And I was like, oh, those are so cute. I really would like to wear them. But I didn't know. I was like dead staring at the lady.
Oh, gosh.
And then she was like, what y'all looking at? So me and my other friends at the time, we were like, who is she talking to? She not talking to us. She came up to the table. She was like, y'all talking about me? Da 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 da. And then my other friend had a Montclair on. She was like, you with that fake blank Montclair on? Da 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 da. She said, don't let me call my people up in here in the projects. They gonna come like roaches.
Why would she say that? She said that?
She said that word for word. Like, I will call my people and they're gonna come like roaches.
Damn.
I know how roaches be. You know when the lights, when the lights on there.
Yeah.
Them roaches.
Scattering.
Ooh.
But they be deep though.
Them roaches be deep.
Yes.
So that's all I needed to hear. I know about roaches and I know about projects. And I said, I am out of here. I walked.
When you left your friend?
We all booked it, but my body was there. No, my body was out the door. My spirit was still in Popeyes. I was going. I was like this. I was walking like.
You left your friend.
No, we didn't. We all left together.
Okay.
But I was out. I was going. I don't play with Harlem people. That's when I knew. They was like TT and them. I said, listen, my Jamaican mother is not coming up here. And she's not that kind of Jamaican. Where is that? No, that's not my mother. She'll be like, Fancy. Oh, no, you got jumped.
Yeah.
No, she ain't coming outside. So, yeah. Don't mess with Harlem people. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay. But I feel like it was like that when I went to school, too.
Okay. How you feel?
Across the street from the projects, Brevoort projects. Any issue, people is called, like, by the time you get out of school, the people's lined up outside.
They lined up?
Yeah.
So you think it's just a project thing?
It's a project thing.
Okay. Sorry. If you live in the projects.
And if your school's close to the projects.
Yeah. I don't want to offend you. That's how you get down.
Oh, yeah. No shade to project people. None of that.
Yeah, I got too much time, though. Because they always available. That's my thing with project people.
That is true. The cousins in them
they be leaving a job to do this stuff, if
Yeah.
anything. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
But, that woke me up. Because, all right. So we're going to talk about some highs and lows of our weeks.
Yes. So let's do a little check-in.
Okay.
So one high and one low of the week. So a high for me this week would have to be having a slightly shorter work week. So I had not slightly shorter, work was just different. I didn't have to actually go into the school building yesterday. So I appreciated that.
You appreciated it.
I appreciated that. I was in the city, like work, but different type of work.
Okay.
So I appreciated that.
So it gave you like a change of environment.
Yeah, change in environment. And then for a low, I have had a headache every single day this week, except for yesterday. So I have come to the conclusion that I don't need to be working. Okay. I don't need to be working. I don't want a job, or maybe it's the atmosphere in the school building.
There's some spirits in there.
Some demons
walking.
'Cause Monday through Friday, Thursday, yesterday was the only day I did not have a headache, and I didn't have a single headache over break either.
Okay,
so it's the atmosphere.
Yes,
it probably really is just the fact that I sleep late, but
no, you gotta call a spade because you slept late and still went to the other place.
That is true.
So that is true. The environment.
You are so right.
I'm telling you. If a place just ain't right, it just ain't right.
It ain't.
And you gotta, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
So long story short,
I need a new job.
You need a new job, a rich husband, or Can I get me a sponsor, please? Call 1-800 sponsor me now.
Hey.
All right, period.
And Nicki dropped last night. She dropped a song and it slaps, and that's a high too.
I don't know nothing about what happened, but I don't fight me.
I'm not.
Oh, I thought you.
My hands are
because I
to
know how
myself.
these Nicki girls get.
I ain't one of them. I am
Last
not,
week you
I
was
am
saying
not-
something different.
Look, I am a sane Barb, not a deranged internet Barb.
All right. And now they gonna come for you too, because you either got it's no in between. You either got to be a Barb or you're not.
It's levels. It's levels. It's
well,
levels.
let me tell you, I'm gonna listen to the song and I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. We gonna listen to it during our break. Okay,
cool.
You could play it.
How about you?
Low for me this week is that. Do I start with the low?
I think you did good by starting with the low.
Yeah.
End on a positive note.
Okay, I'm gonna end on a positive note, but I'm gonna start with the fact that I
have COVID. Nah.
She said I have COVID. I'm sick. Like, I'm not feeling it right now. I'm a little under the weather. I don't know how this happened. I really can't even pinpoint when it started. I just felt like a little rust in my throat, and then the whole body aching came after. So it very much could be COVID, but I don't think so, because COVID don't touch me. I never caught COVID, period. I'm one of God's favorites.
Okay.
So don't even play with me.
Love that for you. Love that for you.
All right, I'm one of God's favorites. When I tell people I've never caught COVID, but also keep in mind, folks, I still got on my mask. I don't know what 2020 I was in, but I was in the 2020 where millions of people died.
Where the mask
so the people that
right now?
Okay, because I'm doing a podcast. But
you
know, when you came, you saw me with my mask. You came out of that Uber with no mask. So if anybody was to get
I took my mask off when I got here.
Okay, just making sure.
Please bye.
All right,
that's why you have COVID right now. It didn't work.
Yo, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I don't got COVID, but I feel like I'm just a little under the weather, but I'm still showing up because it is what it is. You got to do the work.
Yes.
Life is, full of drama and chaos, and you still got to show up.
Yep.
Okay, even though you don't want to, because it will pay off. I think a high for me this week, now I got to think. A high for me this week was somebody, a stranger. I would say it's a stranger, but this is someone like I would like build a friendship with in the future. Somebody randomly sent me $100. So I'm gonna tell you how this happened.
Okay.
So Makaida, my friend, she put an Instagram post up and she was like talking about my journey, about healing, and then she put my Cash App, and then she decided to bless me. She's going to kill me for even saying this, but I think people need to be acknowledged when they do something and they really do it from their heart, and she is that person that does that. And she's not looking for credit or nothing. She'll do stuff and hide, okay?
That's the way it should be.
So then another person wrote me and was like, what's your Zelle? Randomly. And I was just like, oh, no, girl, like, it's, I'm blessed, da-da-da-da. But she had my number. Long story short, she texted me. She was like, I didn't forget about you. And then she sent me $100. Now, the good part about this story is that her birthday was last year. I was in church. This is my first time meeting this girl. And I was just like, it's your birthday. Let's take some pictures of you. That's me.
That's nice.
I'm like a person that wants people to have memories. I would do it for free if I could. And so I took her picture, and then that was it. I edited it. I took my time, and then I sent it to her. So she was like, you really uplifted me on my birthday. I was turning 30, da-da-da-da. And then she sent me money, and I was just like, yo, like, God is so faithful, and he's so good. And I know that, like, I've sowed, and I've also received. Yes. So I'm very happy that God is faithful. So that's something good that happened to me. That was a high
like that. That is such a sweet story.
Yes, because people don't know. It's hard out here. Like, you literally, your life is just, it just stopped randomly.
Yeah.
Like, you go from working, schooling, doing everything to not doing nothing. So, like, if I'm not myself and people kind of are understanding of that, I appreciate it. Because people still ask the most of me. I've explained that before, even when I'm not capable of doing it.
Yeah.
So I had a moment to be a soft Black girl and be weak and vulnerable. And I love that for me. Period. Okay.
You deserve it. Because you show up for
I do
everybody.
Do I?
You do.
Okay. And you show up for people too.
Not like I feel like you are literally on a different level. I'm not even gonna front, and I'm not even saying this like as your friend, but like the things you be telling me that you be doing. Not that like you are like a pushover or anything like that, but like you genuinely care about your people. So you the kind of person who goes out of your way, but it's obvious that it comes natural.
Okay.
Like it's natural to you to just be present and to just
and I can say the same
things
for you.
Okay, thank you.
Because you're
friend.
really nice. When I mean Makaida showed up for me, she was the first person to, and till this day, the only person that came to my house and showed up for me, and my skin was looking rough. And homegirl,
would you let the people in though? If they showed up, or if they wanted to,
I would have.
Okay,
because it was very early on. But you showed up. You got my skin together. We spent time together. We caught up on little gossip in the media. It was a fun time, and I really do appreciate that. So I would say the same for you. You didn't have to bring me nothing.
Okay.
So, and it wasn't like no little samples. No, she bought full size.
Not
she
that
cares.
you needed it, because your skin is like, we was talking about this before the episode started. You are like one person with normal skin.
Okay.
Like, that's it.
Period. And you have great skin too. See, I love this.
Okay, I'm going to take the compliment.
Now we're happy and we're elevated. Yeah. And I love that for us. See, uplifting. Sisters uplifting each other. Unite. Woo.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
So let's get into what we really came here to talk about. All right. So this week we had a follower send us a question.
Yes.
Well, not really. Well, yeah, a question. So she has a situation going on. And she wanted to know our take on it.
Okay.
So kind of like looking for advice. All right.
Let's dissect it because I read it already.
Okay.
Did you take a look at it?
No, I didn't look at it yet.
Okay. So,
all right. So
take a look at it. Let us hear what homegirl has to say, because, and I find it interesting that people are hitting us up and asking us our advice. I love that for us.
Like, do they think we're capable of giving advice?
All right, we're trying to. So let's say a disclaimer: take this advice with grace and apply what's for you and leave what's not.
We are not experts. We are just girls talking from some of our experiences.
Okay,
all
period.
Right? Okay, so should I disclose her name? She has a base. I'm gonna, for privacy's sake, I'm not gonna say her name. Okay, so she says, "Hey guys, I love your podcast and I hope you respond because I really need some advice. I'm 22 and I work a retail job." I see where this is going.
Okay.
I've been at this job for 2 months and I noticed that my manager is super flirtatious with me.
Ooh.
I hear others complaining about how mean and strict he is, but he doesn't give that vibe to me. Let me explain. If I come in late, he doesn't make a big deal, and when I call out, he's super chill. When other people call out, he takes them off the schedule. Not taking them off the schedule. Ooh. That's petty. Ooh. That's another conversation.
Okay, that's a whole
toxic work environments. I think he's cute, and I know he likes me. Should I entertain him and see where this goes? Because I have a high school boyfriend.
Not the high school boyfriend.
And things aren't looking too good. The relationship is dry and I'm ready for something new. Let me know. Thanks. Heart emojis.
Oh, no.
This is
It's a little messy.
It's a little messy.
We got to dissect it.
Okay. Let me think about this for a moment. Because there's a lot of working and moving parts here. So homegirl is relatively young, early 20s, retail job. All right, that could be a mess within itself. We know them retail environments be crazy.
Coming from me with my 80 million retail jobs, very nasty up in there.
So high school sweetheart relationship. So what is that, like at least 4 years? 19, 20, 21, at least 4 years. Relationship is dry, and unprofessional manager who is flirting and giving special treatment because he got a thing for her.
I don't think I'm against people working together and having relationships. Not because I don't want that for you. It's just like you have to be very careful. If it's a retail job, it's easier because you could just get up and go. But
That
if
is
it's your
absolutely
career
true.
job,
Absolutely.
listen, you need to keep it together. Yes, he's cute. Yes, he's fine. Yes, he's tall. He's dark. He's handsome. But you might get messed up if this is your career job and you're out here giving him googly eyes. What's your take on it?
Okay, so I agree with what you are saying about don't get into a workplace entanglement at your career job, because if it goes left, if it gets messy, and it already is messy, the girl has a boyfriend. So I mean, I think we got to backtrack there. Like, we got to look at what's going on at home. Your relationship is dry, you say.
Yeah.
So I feel like you kind of got to start there. Like, why is the relationship dry? I mean, I think that could be a couple of reasons. It could probably be like, maybe you are outgrowing your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because, you know, sometimes the high school relationships aren't meant to go on for this long. Like,
and when they do go on for this long, it's trouble in paradise eventually.
Like, because you got to ask yourself, are we really happy together, or are we still together out of comfort?
Yeah.
So,
and for years. Because, you know, the girls love saying, we've been together for 10 years.
For
Girl,
15
you only
years.
10.
Yeah.
What you mean? You been together since what? Y'all was in diapers?
Yeah.
Please,
So
be
I
for real.
think that's, you kind of got to start there. Like, is this even the person that you feel like you should continue being with?
Yeah.
Like, so you got to really analyze your situation and think about, why is it drying up, if that's what it is, like you say. And then two, like you said, like, this is your job. I mean, then again, it's just retail. So I think it just depends on how seriously you take the job.
Yeah. Like, is she trying to be assistant manager? Is she trying to move up?
Maybe this is bad advice, but I'm gonna say, if this is not serious, take the perks without cheating on your boyfriend. I'm sorry. That's the hill
That's crazy advice, friend. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Listen, because it just depends. If the dude is just flirting with her,
Yeah.
and she ain't gotta do nothing but just be nice, girl. Do your call out.
But she says she likes him too.
Oh, right.
So
right.
know it's gonna come at let's get lunch. Let's grab a coffee. And depending where she work, it's just an easy access. You don't. First of all, is this guy even in a relationship? Is there a ring on his finger? Like, let's dissect what's really going on, because
Can't be. I feel like she would have been clocked that.
And
like,
some of these dudes don't be wearing rings. So you really
That's
gotta
true,
ask
too.
sometimes.
That's
Are
true.
you married? Or because it's a difference, and a lot of married people be single. Don't let that go over your head. Don't let that go over your head, baby. A lot of
Single outside.
single outside, married in the street. No,
I mean, married at home.
Married
Single outside.
Yo,
Single in the streets. Married not married in the streets.
I saw this TikTok. Not to sidetrack, but listen, homegirl. If you listen and really listen good, this girl was in a relationship with this dude for 5 months straight. She said she was gonna surprise him, and was driving down to North Carolina to see him. He said he on a work trip. They wasn't that long distance, because she was in North Carolina, he's in North Carolina.
Oh,
tell me why. But it was like 2 hours apart.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like New York, upstate New York.
Okay.
So it's just like that kind of thing. She drove down there. He turned his location off, child, but she already saved the location that he was at. She pulled up to his house. His wife answered the door. When I say,
oh my gosh.
Yo, my mouth was on the floor, because she was posting TikToks with him. She was like, and he was like, where are we posting this? Like, all the signs were there.
Oh,
but
so he was kind of like hiding.
Yes, but he let her post it too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, some dudes really be out here, not to scare you but vet a dude out.
Yeah.
Because, they be really out here unhappy with their marriage and be out here looking for a little cute little young thing to get with. And you got to be aware of that. And also, when you at a job, baby girl, you at a job, you are there to get your coins and go home. I know ain't nobody going to tell you that, but I'll tell you, I'll be the first. Them people at your jobs, they're not your friends. They are not your besties. They're not your auntie. They're not your mother. You can go to a job and have some separation. They're not going to tell you this when you're young. They're going to let you figure it out, but I'm going to tell you because I've learned the hard way.
With your 5,000 jobs.
Okay, I've learned the hard way. I was at a job, and it was at a school. And this girl was training me, and she was like, this job is great. There's no drama here. Everything is perfect here. And I was like, okay. Everything was great. And I was like, all right, I'm going to stick it out. When I came to work the next day, they said, say her name was Star Asia. Star Asia quit. I said, Star Asia quit.
This is your second day on the job?
This is second day. She was telling me this job is great. There's
That's
no
crazy.
When she quit, they said she took that sign-on bonus.
Word? What? She took
Star Asia when COVID was finishing.
Oh.
Yo.
Okay.
When she took that sign-on bonus and she
And
did.
left?
When the supervisor was like, I am so. Hold on, I'm trying to keep my composure.
Okay.
The supervisor was like, we gonna get a lawyer.
What?
But they know they can't do that. But they was just mad at the fact that homegirl
They was
took
appalled.
the sign-on bonus.
Shocked at the audacity.
This is the same girl who was like, everybody gets along here. I love this job.
What
It's a
job was
great
this?
job.
Oh, at the school.
It was at a school working with kids.
Yo.
So I was like, okay. I was just there. Me, I'm a hustler, so I'm there for the sign-on bonus.
You came for the sign-on bonus too. That's the funny part. You listening to this
I was like,
Little
I was
do
just
they
like,
know.
2 months here.
little do
I'm
they
an
know.
entrepreneur. Listen, you got to get it how you get it. I was like, I'm a carrot.
He's weak.
I never even made.
Wait, you didn't make it what? So wait, they give you the sign-on bonus how soon?
You have
First
to stay
check?
for like at 2 months.
Oh, okay, 2
So
months.
I was like, I'm gonna be there for 2 months. I didn't make it to the 2 months. That
Why
job.
did you leave?
The lady, me and the director got into it.
Oh.
Because she had an attitude. She told me to do a pin or something. She always had an attitude, but I don't
Okay.
care. You know what I'm saying? But she a black woman. I guess her word on the street is she was a stripper before, but she's saved now. See, God can do it for you. That's my point. God can do it for you. She was a stripper
Okay.
turned teacher who had a program in a school.
Okay.
Good. There you have it. So I'm bigging her up. But she had a nasty attitude. I guess God didn't work on that part as yet.
Work in
She was
progress.
a work in progress. So it was a day when she was like, I created a pin for you to clock in. And I was like, okay, cool. And then she came to me. She was like, type in the pin. So I was like, good evening. Oh, no, I said good afternoon. Because you don't just come up to me as a grown woman.
Yeah.
That's why I had so
Where's
many
your manners?
jobs. I was there for 2 weeks. I got one check, but it was good. Paid
Okay.
down some bills.
Okay.
All right. But she was like, what she said? She said, type in your pin. I said, good afternoon. She was taking it. She wasn't ready
She wasn't ready for that. She wasn't expecting that.
She was like, oh, like, is there a problem? Step outside. I said, good
She told you
afternoon.
to step
She
outside?
told me to step outside.
But what was it like? Step outside so we could chat, or
Step outside
like
so we
meet
could
me
chat.
outside?
So she was like, "What's good?" So we chatting outside, but she said, "What's going on with your energy?" Da, 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 da. I said, I said, hold on. And she was like, "You could like go." I said, "Miss, are you trying to fight me?" No, that's not how it happened. I went in because I don't talk because I know I'm from Brownsville.
You pop on people.
Yo, I said, you know what? I'm in Jersey, and I don't know how it work out here, but I don't do this. And I went in. I didn't say nothing. I picked up my bags. The kids were still playing with their stuff. I picked up my bags. I put it over my shoulder, and I was walking out, and she was walking behind me. I said, are you trying to fight me or something? Because she was walking behind me.
Walking
like,
you down. Oh, she was saying stuff?
She was saying stuff,
What was she
walking
saying?
behind me, but I tuned her out. I was
Okay.
like, I'm out of here, boy. I'm out of here, and I was out of here.
And that's how you quit the job.
That's how I quit. That's how I quit a lot of my jobs.
You just
but
walk
that's
out.
why I'm doing this podcast. Please support me, y'all.
Don't walk out on me, girl. Don't walk out on me. I'm going to say the wrong thing, and you going to pick up your bag and walk out the spot. Please. Don't
Please
walk
support
out.
me. I got no
Support
plan B,
the pod, y'all.
We have,
but how I know you're not gonna walk out on the pod?
I'm not. I love doing this stuff, but
okay,
Makaida, I got
Charlene's
no plan B.
This is my stuff right here.
No.
I can't leave this.
I have a reliable co-host.
Like
you have. Trust me, I got you. We in the studio.
Cause I feel like you would walk out on something.
I wouldn't walk out on you. I like this stuff.
Okay.
That stuff I didn't have to do.
Support the podcast, y'all.
Please, I'm begging y'all. Please
download the episode. Charlene can't go back to a regular job.
I can't go back. I didn't even get the sign-on bonus.
She's not capable of working for nobody.
No, okay.
All right?
Period.
Young business owner.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I went on a rant, but please, what do you have advice for the girl after what I said? What do you have to say to her?
So I think we could wrap up the advice to homegirl with evaluate your relationship. Why is your relationship dry?
Yes.
Do y'all both want to still be there? Think about that. Figure that out. 2, look, I'm ending with take the perks, but don't. I mean, no. You like son, so maybe don't go that route. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be faithful to your dude.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say if you can take the little perks of calling out and coming in late without falling into a work entanglement, then do that. But if you kind of young, your relationship is dry, so that's already
break up with the dude if you have to break up with him. Yeah, but don't start something before you close the other door.
So figure out your relationship and honestly just keep it professional. Like that's the safest thing to say. Yeah. Like this is your job. Keep it cute. Keep it mute. Go there to work. Get your check.
I like that.
And don't go down that route because you don't know what type of life that dude got either.
Yeah, you don't know what he got up in his pants. Yeah, in his head. You don't know if he crazy. Like we can't just go to work and say, oh, everybody here is sane. You don't know if people are just preying on people. You know what I mean?
The craziest people at work sometimes too.
Some of them be off the
craziest people living the wackiest lives. Like you hear things and you wouldn't even believe. Like, damn, this is who I work with.
Yeah.
So
please.
Just keep it chill and get to work on time. Like and that's the thing. If you do what you got to do at the job, you don't even need to, flirt with no one for benefits. Right. Like
just do your job.
Do what you got to do. Like get to work on time.
Right.
Don't be abusing the call outs.
Because I personally, if I see somebody getting perks, I automatically don't talk to them on the job.
Really?
I don't want to talk to you.
Really?
No. Because I'm going to hear about your perks and I'm going to go to HR. So it's just not going to be good.
Oh, you snitching on the job?
I would snitch. At this present day and age, yes. I'm feeling uncomfortable and I need a check.
Oh, okay. That's why you're snitching.
I'm snitching. People are getting perks. What is happening? I am a snitch.
Okay.
And I do not care. So, girl, if you work with me, you will get snitched
More
on.
reason why you don't need another job.
I don't need support the pod. Okay. All right. So.
And I think this flows perfectly into one of our topics. Okay. So let's just talk about surviving bullies.
Okay.
Because I think even adding on to the work thing, sometimes the hardest part about having a job is bullies on the job.
Bullies on the job.
So let's just talk about bullies in life. Yeah. You ever feel like you was bullied?
I do feel like I was bullied. I had a rough childhood.
Yeah.
I'm very isolated now because I feel like in the beginning of my life, I was very much to myself. I had to figure it out. I feel like in middle school, you saw me become this girl, like of a dancer and being in the drum line and singing. But before that, I had a rough time. I didn't know myself. I was down bad. Have you been bullied?
See, so let me just say I wouldn't have known. Because I feel like when we became friends, you was already lit. Like, you was that girl in middle school. So I wouldn't have even thought that you had, like, a tough time in school.
Oh, okay.
You better stop it. Stop acting like you wasn't that girl. Like, you was lit in middle school.
Yeah, but I think we all was lit. I think you were lit. Let me not say we all was. Cause
honestly, I feel like I was only lit after I started hanging out with y'all. If I'm being
you want to be honest, okay. I love your honesty.
If I'm being honest,
okay.
You and like Chardonnay was like a cute little duo, and I feel like. Who else was in y'all clique? Like
we had a clique. Oh,
y'all had a little clique.
We was cutting people out.
Y'all was the 602 clique. I was in 603. for 6th grade.
I was in 603 too.
No, you was not. We was in a different. You had Miss Samuels. We was not in the same class, girl. The only people.
But we were cool, right?
No, we was not friends in 6th grade. It wasn't until 7th grade when all of us was in the same class, because it was me and Kyle and Jessica was in the same class. It was me, Kyle, Jessica, and that was it.
Okay.
And then the next year, all of us was in the same class together.
Oh, I feel like they split some of y'all up.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's not like, because you remember they were doing it not to be shady, but like who was
01,
smart.
02, but I don't think they had that in 6th grade.
They didn't have that in 6th grade.
I don't think the numbers mattered in 6th grade. It was just mixed. And then 7th grade, it was like, all right, 01 is the 02 is
the middle,
03 is like
the smart,
the top. Yeah.
No shade.
No shade. No shade.
No shade. You had Jordans on, but your mother wasn't doing the work at home.
Okay, that was definitely shade.
That was shade.
That was a lot of shade.
Because I've been bullied.
Okay.
By the ones who
all right,
couldn't
so
read.
let's get into the bullies. So you saw the thing with Micheal B Jordan.
Yes.
And L'Oreal. I know L'Oreal from Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
Like 2012.
Yes. I remember liking her because of her voice. Just the way she talked. I didn't really follow her storyline too much.
Okay. I think she was like trying to become a rapper, and I feel like she was dating someone.
Yeah. Wasn't really a memorable time though.
Yeah.
A lot of Love and Hip Hop people don't have memorable times if they're only on for one season.
Yeah, some of them don't stick.
Yeah,
but I just remember that she was a rapper and was dating someone else.
Okay.
In the industry or whatever.
So
and you know she was on lip service.
Was she?
I think she was on lip service.
Okay. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she was on lip service before lip service was like as lit as it was.
All right. So she's doing like radio and stuff.
Yeah.
That's where
she moved into that.
Okay. Well, tell the people what's been going on with Micheal B Jordan, child.
So y'all probably saw it. They was on some kind of red carpet, and she was doing like a little interview with him, and she started it with saying like, oh, you know, me and you go way back to so and so school in Jersey, Newark, and he had to remind her like, yeah, I was the corny kid, right?
We printed out exactly what she said.
Oh, you got the quote?
Oh, I got the quote.
Look at you prepared. All right.
No, we're prepared.
You thought of adding the quote. I didn't know the quote was in there, girl.
The comment comes from a 2021 episode of the Undressing Room podcast, and that's with Eva from Top Model.
Oh, okay, I didn't know she
Eva's doing her thing now. And some other girl in L'Oreal. But Eva's the one who called him corny. But then L'Oreal brought up like we used to make fun of him because of his name, Micheal Jordan. Yeah. And you know Michael Jordan, the basketball player. So she said she made fun of his name. And then she was like, the fact that he used to come to school with headshots. So like you know,
headshot photos?
Okay. She was like, oh, you know, we used to make fun of him because he came to school with headshots. Like, who comes to school with headshots? So she was a bully to him, and he confronted her.
All right. So he said that this went down in 7th grade.
That's what he said?
I think they both said that.
That's what they said?
I don't know if they said that in that moment, but I think they was in 7th grade. Like, later, it came out that, like, she's referring to 7th grade. But if we really think about it, 7th grade, you are 12, 13.
Yes.
You know, I get what she was saying, because I think she also said that everybody was bullying everyone. And everyone, but that's that age. Like, it's 7th grade. Everyone is making jokes.
We're making jokes, but I feel like it's people who take it too far, and you know when it cut deep. And I feel like people are saying, oh, you shouldn't bully people, you never know what they're gonna become. But I personally feel like you just shouldn't bully people, period. Whether they become a homeless man on the street, or they become a top CEO of a company, like, you should be mindful of how you treat people.
Absolutely.
So I have a question for you. Have you ever come face to face with a person who bullied you? Pause. Because he came face to face with her. Everybody's calling him corny for his reaction. And how do you feel about his reaction? One, and have you ever come face to face with someone who's bullied you?
Okay, so first his reaction. I do think the reaction was a little OD.
Okay.
Because it's not like homegirl said they was friends. It's not like she got on the red carpet and was trying to make it seem like she was friends with him back in the day.
I feel like she was trying to.
Like if she says, "Oh, we go way back." I mean, I guess when you say we go way back,
I'm not assuming that I'm not assuming that you bullied me.
All right. I guess if you look at we go way back, you might interpret that as like cool. But maybe that's not what she meant. Like maybe she was just trying to say like
maybe she should.
I know him. Close. She could have left that out. I do feel like she was just trying to say I know him from when we was kids. Like maybe she was looking for a little bit of cool points and clout by saying like I went to school with Micheal B Jordan. But
okay, answer the second question. I don't want to cut you off.
And have I ever encountered? I don't think
Were you bullied?
I wouldn't say I was bullied per se.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
because you was a hot gal.
No, I don't think I was ever bullied. But I think you have those experiences with like certain people who just don't like you for whatever reasons. So I feel like in high school I had like situations where girls didn't like me for reasons that I may not have fully understood.
Okay.
But I don't think I've been like bullied. But honestly, I feel like the most commentary I've ever gotten like on the way I looked and stuff like that was middle school. Like in 6th grade, they used to light me up for being flat chested.
Oh no.
For having a
we
big
all flat chested?
No, we were not all flat chested.
Okay.
Y'all had breasts, okay?
My mother bought me a sports bra in 5th grade.
Cause I had one too, but I didn't need it.
Okay.
I didn't need the sports bra. I think my mom just wanted me to feel like included,
like you're a woman.
I didn't really need it.
Okay.
It is what it is. I'm okay with the way
that
I look.
Who was teasing you though? Call him out right now.
Davina, you remember Davina?
I remember her.
Kyle too, but I feel like it was a joke for everyone. Like, oh, Makaida's flat chested.
But did you go home and feel sad about it?
I wasn't sad, but like I was working on it. I was Googling like, how do you grow boobs? They were like, oh, massage it. I was at home massaging my little chest. I was at home massaging my little chest, trying to get the blood flowing, but I didn't connect the dots. Look, my mom got small boobs too. It's just genetics. It's in the genetics for me to have small boobs, and that's okay. I've come to terms with that as I've gotten older.
And it's okay. No baby powder under the breast. Good perks for you. No sweat there.
It has its perks.
It got perks. Come on.
And it has its downsides. Like sometimes I can't fill out a dress the way I want to.
Okay.
Or like I don't wear V-neck, nothing. I don't got nothing to fill it out. But that's okay. I've come to terms with it.
Good.
And I wouldn't necessarily say I was bullied because of that.
Okay.
I just feel like in middle school, people are hyper aware of their appearance. And everyone is talking about the way people look and the way people dress. Because we don't have that emotional intelligence. No. We don't have that awareness to be like, let me be respectful. And let me be kind or whatever. Like.
So let me say this. If that took a left turn for you and hurt your feelings to a point where every day you went home to stuff your bra and you went to the extent of like trying to change and do good and you didn't talk back to the people who were making jokes about you, and then you become successful and you really had this motivation, I'm gonna work hard so I could get me some surgery so I could get my boobs done. Now they see you with your big boobs.
Okay.
Because this is essentially what we're talking about. This is
what happened with him.
They see you with your big boobs. You're a CEO. And they stop you and say, hey, Makaida, you look nice. You filling out that dress real good.
Okay.
What is your response? Because now they're acknowledging you. That's like, okay, what is your response?
Personally, I'm gonna say the thank you and keep it pushing. I feel like all the jokes and the side comments and the shade, I'm gonna save that for the group chat. I'm gonna save that for my personal life. I don't think I'd say it to your face. Like,
I would say it. I don't care where I am in life.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care if I am at the top of a mountain. Y'all made me cry some bad tears.
All right.
Y'all did me so dirty. I could call people by name because I don't want to remember these people's name, but it's engraved in my mind because I had a rough childhood. So on top of me having a rough childhood, my parents are doing the best that they can. I'm trying to come to school to get my little education, and y'all over here bullying me. I could be on the highest mountain, and I will call you out if I see you on the street. There needs to be a conversation.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah,
friend.
ask me, please.
Do you? Because the first thing I'm kind of thinking is, if you feel that strongly and so pushed to call people out 20 years later,
yeah, I'm gonna call you out.
Do you think you have some unresolved trauma, some PTSD? Well, no, I think we all kind of have PTSD.
Yeah,
but did you work through it?
I have worked. Let me tell you.
Or is it like something? Is it still an insecurity?
It's not an insecurity, but the reason why I get up and work hard every day is to prove to the people. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. There is an underlying reason why I work hard.
Okay.
That you don't know the reason why Micheal B Jordan is an actor today. It could be them very same comments that made him into a successful person.
Okay.
So there are struggles, there are trials, there are tribulations that you go through, and people just think you automatically arrive here. No, the words. I'm building myself up off of the words, off of the doubt, off of the naysayers, even off of the encouragement equally. And I'm letting you know that when I get there, and we have to have a conversation. If you want to talk to me, because I probably wouldn't want to talk to you. But if I have to be respectful and we're on a red carpet, yeah, the corny kid, right? He said what he said because you don't know what that did for him. You get what I'm saying? For me, if you made me sit and cry, granted, we're all kids.
And that's my thing. We are literally kids.
But it's all right. You know what I'm saying? You have to sit there and deal with the person who you were. Because there's certain stuff that I did. I was young. Emotional intelligence wasn't there, but I had to accept it for what it was. You get what I'm saying? Like the emotional intelligence wasn't there. I've hurt some people along the way. I am very sorry. And if they confront me today, I would know that there would be an apology if it was necessary. You get what I'm saying? So just because you were a certain way, you can't just sweep it under the rug and keep it pushing. You don't know the harm that you caused to this man. Okay. You know what I mean? And people are saying, sorry to cut you.
You good.
They're saying like, oh, he's a man. Who cares? He's a human being. And my thing with women, and what I would try to do if I have girl children, don't look at the one who has the good Jordans on and he's a little gangster in the making.
Okay.
Because y'all girls be wildin'. Y'all be so mad that y'all picked on somebody. Y'all picked on the corny kid. And now he's a doctor. But you wanted to be with Tay-Tay and Tutu down the block because you said he wasn't corny when you was 14. But the corny person that's when he was 14 is now a doctor, and now you with Tutu, and now what? The corny person is Mike. I just feel like that's life. Karma. You got to be careful. You don't know what people are going to become. End of story. All right, let's talk about it, because if you have an argument with somebody and you have a fight with them, say these people start working at your school, you have to talk to them. Yeah. You have to address what happened, even if it wasn't primary school.
I can't. If it's that far back, I'm not addressing it. If it's that far back.
But
like
see,
middle school,
but what
elementary, I'm gonna let it go, because like I don't know. I'm sure I've done some messed up things or said some messed up things.
Okay.
And if somebody came to me with that, I mean, okay, if someone came to me, I would apologize. But at a certain point, it's just like, damn, you still on that? Like, that was 15 years ago.
But see, I would apologize and understand that people, I feel like in this society, we want to dictate when people should heal, when people should get over stuff, when people should work through stuff, when it's like different times for different people, because we're all built differently emotionally.
That's true.
It's hard for me. I'm an emotional person, and I feel like a lot of my life I've been bullied. I'm the youngest in my family. You got to understand where I'm coming from. Okay, we gonna wrap it up. But I'm the youngest in my family. I went to school I was wearing Payless. I wasn't fly or nothing. I made do with what I had. I grew up in a church, bullied at the church. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been bullied my whole life. At this point, if you want to talk to me, and then my issue with these same people is that they spin the block and act like it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem.
It's the acting like it didn't happen.
Acting like it ain't happened. You gonna have
what
to.
What if they don't even remember?
But no, I'm not telling you to change how you think, but I had trauma, like real life. The reason why, and then I don't like I remember some girl wrote me, "I'm so proud of you. You're doing great things now." I left her on scene.
Who was it?
It was some girl.
I
really. It was a long time. I'm gonna go in my inbox and I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna post the message right next to here. So if you listening, make sure you tune in. I'm gonna find the message. Some girl wrote me. She was like, "I'm so proud of you. You're doing great things." Girl, no, wasn't I the same one with a busted weave or with nappy hair? Don't comment. Don't like. Don't friend me. We need to talk.
Okay, so let me tell you what I'm hearing. What I'm kind of hearing between both of us, I think the way that you deal with it as an adult depends on how the stuff affected you.
Yes.
Because I feel like you said that some of the trauma has motivated you to show people like, watch this. And I feel like for me, the trauma didn't really like affect me long term.
Okay.
So in the moment, I'm like, damn,
let me massage.
Yeah. I'm over here trying to fix the stuff people talking about. But you know, over time, as I've like just accepted, like this is my body and I like it. I feel like later on, if I saw Kyle right now.
Yeah, Kyle, but in middle school, it wasn't that brutal. Was it brutal for you?
Not brutal, but like honestly, I feel like I dealt with image issues because even I remember 6th grade, they used to make fun of me for being like real skinny. You know when you start gym class in the beginning of the year, and everybody got to get weighed. The crazy part is, I'm going off.
No,
but
you're fine.
In 5th grade, I went to school with a lot of Hispanic girls. Right?
Okay.
For some reason, by the end of 5th grade, when we was getting weighed at the end, I was like one of the bigger ones.
Okay.
The girls was like, "You're 90 pounds? What?" So
I'm not 90 pounds.
So over the summer, I was like starving. Like I was really starving.
Okay, so this is
it's
like an eating disorder, right?
Pretty much. I had it, nothing like I wasn't like throwing up or nothing. I mean, I guess starving is crazy. So like I would just eat less. My mom would like, cook food and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm not that hungry."
And you were hyper aware at that age.
Yeah. So this is 5th grade summer going into 6th grade. I'm like eating less because I felt bad about being like one of the girls who was more like and I wasn't fat. I wasn't chunky. I just weighed more than the other girls.
Okay.
So then when we started 6th grade, 180, we get to BC with black people now. Girls got booty, thighs, early developers, boobs. So now they like, "You're only 90 pounds. I'm like, whoa. What?
Okay,
I'm like, I was starving all summer just to get here, and everybody got grown woman bodies.
I did notice you got thicker in 7th grade.
So then in 6th grade,
her butt was huge. They called her Big Booty Judy.
Listen, but no, for real, that was the trauma. So 6th grade, now I'm the skinny one. They like, "You mad skinny, you a toothpick.
I didn't know
you
this.
only 90 pounds. Yeah, Davina, Kyle, and some people was just more developed early. So I'm like, damn, I gotta eat. I'm buying a bacon, egg, and cheese every day. I bought one for breakfast after school. The Dunkin' Donuts by the school, they used to have buy one sundae on Tuesday, get another one free. I was buying an ice cream sundae, eating the other one by myself. Like I was just eating, trying to gain weight to make up for
the weight that you dropped in the summer. Okay.
Yeah. So
it did affect you, but it was short term. But
I still
feel like till this day, I was going to say, because somebody had made a comment and was like, "Oh, you slim," and you was like,
"I don't like that."
You don't like that.
It's like a little insecurity, but it's not. It don't go so deep for me. So if I seen some of the people in middle school who was calling me a toothpick, I wouldn't feel like I need to.
Yeah, because some of them wide back now. And they want to be a toothpick. Let me not make fun of them, but I'm sorry.
Let's not laugh at the
people.
Do you,
BBL or Breast lift or breast pump or whatever they call
whatever
it.
floats your boat.
Whatever floats your boat. Do you, boo?
But I think it just depends on how much the trauma affected you as life went on.
Okay.
And then also what we kind of spoke about during the little side conversation too, it depends on if you see these people.
Yes.
In your case.
I feel like I constantly have to see these people. They're constantly looking and stalking my page. And it's annoying. Okay. Honestly, I was even thinking about starting a new Instagram. I told you, because people just watch. They watch, and it just annoys me. And I'm like, are you waiting? People will watch. That's what I'm saying. The people that I was around or associated with, they watch. And it's like you almost know that they're watching to see if you're going to fail or not.
Just to see what's up.
They'll like and support everybody else. That's why I said I'm going to be on social media, but I'm here. I'm making a please support the podcast. All right. I'm making a that's going to be a joke. Because
make a shirt. Support the podcast.
We gonna come out with shirt. That's a good idea. Market it. See, please, listen.
She told y'all she makes t-shirts, hoodies, all that. This is a multi-talented woman. All right.
Listen, I be seeing people they'll support the others, but when it comes down to me, not a like, not a share, they'll watch my story up and down. I'll be like, Jesus, I pray that you just give me the endurance to function. I see the fake pages. I see you. I see you.
Stop watching Charlene from
know that I was a scammer, that I could let me tell y'all, I type in the username. I forgot password.
Don't be telling them the secrets.
I want you to know so you can stop and be healed and be free. Leave me alone in Jesus' mighty name. Jesus. You type in a username.
And do what?
Forgot password. Then you see the email address. Please do.
It shows you the whole email?
It shows you some of
or
it.
Or part of it, and you connect the dots.
I connect the dots. I had your emails before. Please stop. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, leave me alone. I just want to win, okay?
Peace.
And if I win, you win. You might be interviewing us on the red carpet. Just give me a second to just support the podcast. We love you guys, okay? Makaida, that was a mouthful.
Yeah, but look,
I'm being honest.
But I feel like you're proving a point.
What?
Look, the trauma has got you on here begging for peace. Please, y'all. Charlene wants peace.
I want peace. And that's what I'm saying. Where Micheal B is at, I feel you, brother.
Okay.
Let them call you corny. You be corny and you go back home and you cry in your millions.
Look at him.
You cry in your car. You cry in
the Rolls Royce.
You cry I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce any day than to cry in a Honda.
Was it a Honda? Or?
I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce, please. I am on Micheal B Jordan's side. I'll take a corny dude. I wouldn't want the hood ones if they gave him to me for free.
But listen, we don't know that L'Oreal was joking on him and chilling with the hood dudes at school. We don't know all that. We just know that he was corny. Think about it. If a dude in elementary or middle school was walking around like I'm Michael Jordan, we'd be like, man, shut up. Like, you think you cool?
I get it.
That's why and look how deep it goes. Now he going by Micheal B Jordan. He can't even just call himself.
He can't even call
Michael Jordan.
So I'm on Micheal B Jordan's side. I know you can see where he's coming from. I'm biased because I've been bullied. I don't think the dude is corny. I must be corny because I'm not anticipating. But yeah, that's all I got to say on that.
Look, I support everything you are saying. I agree with you.
Okay,
but I'm gonna end my argument with, we need a little bit, like, we got to give the kids a little bit more grace. Because we could get into you and some of the things we used to do. You were not that innocent.
I wasn't that innocent, but I wasn't terrible.
You was terrible.
We
was terrible together at times. And
see, you got to put me on blast.
I could air it out right now. I could air it out on another episode.
You can air it out right now. Because I feel like I give people grace because kids are always going to make fun of each other.
Yeah.
But I never physically touched anybody. People were literally throwing things at me, isolating me, telling me I'm going to fight you.
Who was the worst bully you ever had?
The worst bully I had was in 5th grade. Her name is Kayla, actually. I still remember her name.
We could just call homegirl by name. It's funny because me and Charlene, like 2 months ago, we realized that we both knew the same girl, Kayla. Mm-hmm. And she gave both of us issues,
a hard
in
time.
life. Like, not
and
in
mine
life,
was in elementary.
Hers was elementary. Mine was high school.
So this girl is the same.
She's the same. All right.
I don't know if she's the same, right? But she is. To me, we didn't know each other. We knew each other in middle
disconnected.
school.
Me and Charlene disconnected after 8th grade. We wasn't like.
So it's no way I would have known or would have gave you the 411 on this girl.
Yeah. So small world.
Yeah. So let me say this. She was a little. I would like to point out there was a lot of colorism happening back then. I was very natural, had my natural hair. My mother did that. The Spanish girls was in. Let's just call it what it was.
Yeah.
They was calling me African booty scratchers. Probably you. All the black girls was African.
I ain't
booty
never got called you. They called you African booty scratcher.
No, I'm just saying in general, black.
Black
the
people.
Black
I was about to say like, okay. Kayla
I was telling them, yeah, my mother is from England. I was lying.
Yo, we dead all used to be fronting like I'm a little bit mixed.
I'm a little bit
My grandmother
Dominican.
is
No,
this.
I'm 100% black. Okay. Right? But I
Yeah.
used to be lying like, yeah, my mother, yeah, she English. Whole time
My
she got
so-and-so on this side.
Okay. So I feel like she just violated me in a sense where it was like she knew she was that girl. And I wish her well now, but she thought she was that girl. And the dudes was putting the battery in her back. She had good clothes. I get it. I was wearing uniform. Long story short, she had pressed me. She said she wanted to fight me because I told somebody that she was whining on somebody's boyfriend in the back of the bus. I didn't know.
Really whining on someone's
She was
boyfriend
really whining on somebody's boyfriend.
So it was like, girl, you got to stand it. I mean, this was 5th grade, but you got to stand in your stuff. You was whining on that girl's boyfriend. You was whining on that girl's boyfriend.
Yes. So I went and told, not my business. I know that now. That's why I hold secrets to the core. That because
was
of that
she your
reason.
friend?
She invited me to a sleepover too. That's
the girl whose boyfriend it was.
Yeah, we
that
were
was your
all
friend?
like kind of friends.
Oh, okay.
But that's why I stay. Not to sound racist here, I'm not racist, but I have a lot of trauma between the communities and the Latina girls who kind of know that they have a certain preference. It's not a bad thing, but they knew they walk like that, they talk like that back in the day. So they knew they were light skinned. They knew they had privileges. So she did invite me to a sleepover. She invited me to her birthday party. So this is before the birthday sleepover.
Okay.
I was bullied at the sleepover because my mother's Jamaican. She went to Modell's to get me a sleeping bag. She said, "This is a good sleeping bag." I'm like, "Yes, mommy." I was just happy to be getting out the house.
Yeah, to go to the sleepover.
I go to the sleepover. There's these set of twins there. There's Kayla there, and there's this other girl there, and everybody's pulling out their Barbie princess sleeping bags. I'm here like, God.
What color was yours? Just a black,
Blue.
Oh, a blue
Just
sleeping
a navy
bag?
blue.
At least it wasn't black.
I mean,
girl.
tears are coming to my eyes right now thinking about it. I was like, I cannot pull this sleeping bag out. When I pulled the sleeping bag, it was like,
I could imagine it too.
Yo,
I could dead imagine the
I pulled
scene.
out my sleeping bag and they own was fluffy. Mine was built for like going camping.
Camping, no. They had the fake.
My back
yeah.
the next day was burning. I said, "Oh nah." But they was like, "That's your sleeping bag." They was laughing at me.
Yeah, it's my sleeping bag. You see it?
I said, "See, Jamaican, my kid ain't sleeping over nobody's house. I'm traumatized. I'm dead serious. I wouldn't do it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it." But long story short, we were kind of friends. But I realized like she was the hot girl. She was the it girl. She was that girl.
And it was probably just because she was like
she had
Hispanic or like biracial or whatever she
biracial,
was.
whatever she is. And so now she wanted to fight me because I told the girl like she was whining on her boyfriend in the back of the bus. She was like, "Who said it? Who said it?" And the girl said, "Oh, it was Charlene." So Kayla came up to me and was like, "Oh, you said it." Da da da. 2 days straight, my teacher, Mr. Elegant, I love you if you're watching this. He not there. She bullied me, throwing crayons at me. We sit at the same table. She like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fight you." Going in, and I'm so scared. My mother gave me a Virgin Mobile prepaid phone. Virgin Mobile, where you at? Stand up. Where y'all at? The kids need you. Listen. I called my mother. I said, "Mom, I'm in the gym in tears." Like, "Mom,"
my gosh.
she said she's gonna fight you. Mother said, "What? She wants to fight you. Beat her up."
That's right.
That's all I need to hear from my mother. Like,
That's right.
That's all I need to hear from my mother. But I came in the schoolyard by myself. That's why I said I was very lonely. I was in the schoolyard. Dante, with your ashy lips, crusty lips, Dante. What's up? What's up?
You see, Charlene still got that elementary school trauma.
I am traumatized. Dante came up to me, "Yo, Kayla want to fight you." I was like, listen, it was like she coming towards me. She probably don't even remember this, but it is what it is.
Probably what she do. So many scenarios she wouldn't even remember.
You get what I'm saying? But it was like, it was traumatic for me because that whole for the rest of my elementary school, I was always doing something. I'm dancing or trying to like escape and mind my business. That year, I graduated with the principal's award. Though.
Okay.
So yeah,
I bet she was hating about it.
I don't care what she was doing. I was out of that school.
Yeah,
we was like, I'm coming now. I was like, off to middle school. I'm out of here. So what about you? What did she do to you?
Fast forward, 10 years? 10, 11 years?
Okay.
Kayla was the new girl at my high school. So it's sophomore year. Mm-hmm. She's new. And I was cool with her god brother. Zaire.
Okay. You don't have to say his name.
We saying names. We saying names today. We already said her name.
All right. I said Dante's name. Hope all is well, bro.
So, he was kind of just like, oh, like me and Zaire wasn't really cool at the time. Mm-hmm. He was cool with another girl in my little friend group, and he was telling her like, oh, this is my god sister. She's new. Be nice to her, whatever. So even though me and Zaire wasn't cool, he passed the message along to this other girl.
Okay.
And she's like, all right, we're gonna like take her in, be nice to her. So we met her. We like, oh, come sit with us at lunch. So every day we used to invite her to sit with us at lunchtime. And like she was kind of on the quiet side.
Okay.
If we didn't invite her, she would stay wherever she was at by herself. Like she was a loner, like in no shade. She just stayed to herself. So after like a couple of weeks of just, hey, come sit with us, Kayla, come sit with us, I was just like, all right, now, why we gotta ask this girl to sit with us every day?
Yeah, ain't y'all like a little crew now?
I would think. That's what I would think.
Okay.
After the 10th invite, it's like, you can sit with us. Come sit, unless you don't want to. Mm-hmm. So that's what I was kind of saying to my friends. I'm like, maybe she don't really want to sit with us, but she don't want to just be like, no. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, let's just stop inviting her. And if she wants to come, she should know by now that she could come. Mm-hmm. And she didn't. So she stayed at her end of the table. We was on ours, no beef or whatever. Just we would come in and be like, hey, and that was it. So now I had this little boyfriend at the time. Me and him is playing around. So we had like a newspaper.
Okay.
And he's like running around the tables, throwing the newspaper at me. I'm throwing it back at him. And Kayla sitting at her end of the table.
Oh, Lord.
When it was my turn to throw the newspaper back, I like balled it up, threw it at him, but I had bad aim. Not even, because really the newspaper unraveled. It's just a rolled up newspaper, unraveled, and some of the sheets, like as it hit him, some of it flew out and hit her too. So she looks up like, what the hell? So I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Me and him is just playing around.
Okay.
So I'm like picking up the newspaper. I'm like, yo, sorry, girl. So she didn't say nothing.
Okay. Did she say it's okay?
She didn't say anything. She just like turned back around to like her phone or whatever she was doing. So I'm like, all right, you know, back to my little game. So then like fast forward now, me and Zaire had a little beef, a little tension from the previous school year. Add on the newspaper situation.
Okay.
That, I don't know, I guess that sent her over the edge. She had a girlfriend. She had like a tomboyish girlfriend who didn't go to our school.
Lord have mercy.
Did not go to our school, but she lived in the same neighborhood as me. And she basically arranged for her tomboy girlfriend to come fight me. So just
that's mad random.
Yo, OD random. So I'm like walking to the train station, going to school one morning. The girlfriend, I don't know the girlfriend from nowhere. She walked up on me.
This is a real girlfriend?
Yeah. She walked up on me.
She moving crazy.
She walked up on me and was just like, yo, you Makaida? And I'm like, yeah, who are you? And she's like, I'm Erica. I feel like her name was Erica.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, who you, Erica? And she's like, oh, I'm Kayla's girlfriend, and she told me about you, so I'm just letting you know, like, I know about you. And I'm like, okay.
Now I'm walking all that way.
Like, shorty really tried to press me. So I'm like, okay. But mind you, at this point, I don't know that there's an issue. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay. But now, obviously, there's some kind of issue.
There's tension here.
So I'm just like, whatever. Like, is we fighting? We whatever. So I went my way. Erica went her way. And that was that. And I didn't say nothing to Kayla at school. She didn't say nothing to me. So it was like, you got your girlfriend pressing me outside.
But
doing
you ain't
the dirty
say
work.
Nothing when it was time for you to say something.
You didn't say nothing at school. If you was mad about 20s, the newspaper, girl,
Shar.
why you ain't say something? So Now it's different points in the school year. Kayla bringing her girlfriend to come fight. Just coincidentally, I was never around when pure coincidence. I might be leaving.
It was God
with my little boyfriend one day. Her girlfriend might be on the other end. I went this way with my little boyfriend. So we never crossed paths again. But this girl really, really,
she pressed you,
wanted her girlfriend to fight
beat
me
you up over a newspaper. You see how small it be?
Maybe it was more. I don't know, because I used to talk to, high school talk, I used to talk to Zaire, and I don't think I don't know what the girl's issue was. It could have been more,
but you just don't know.
I don't know.
But you see the character development.
Yeah.
Where's the change?
It wasn't none.
Invite her on the pod. Let's talk. Let's talk. If you see
Not
this message,
she want to fight. I mean, look, hopefully
she might have
grown.
a girl waiting for me at the corner.
Hopefully.
But I'm too grown. I'll let you know that. But I would like to get. I don't want to leave her out here to like. Let me not be that girl. I wish you well. Because I hope her character has developed from then. I hope so too. And that's what I'm saying. This L'Oreal girl, her she might not be that girl no more, but she's still
a little more self-aware.
But you still have to address.
Yeah, if people call you out, if people call you acknowledge it.
Because it's so crazy. We had the same person that was giving us problems. That's very rare.
Insane, y'all. When we realized, and me and Charlene, we give details in our story. We was really talking, and I was mentioning my story. She was mentioning hers. And once we connected the dots and realized that it was the same girl. I
was like, it was some girl named Kayla. And I said her last name. And he was like, Kayla
Bradford, what?
I was like, oh my gosh, no way. Because I was holding that story.
And rightfully so, because that stuff cuts deep. The little hair jokes as a black girl.
Oh yeah,
the hair
don't
jokes,
play with black people in the hair.
The
now.
Money issues and not having the same things that goes deep. And
that's
a kid.
Very anti-black.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So the kids don't know that, but their parents be teaching them. Oh, you Spanish, you got a little up. You're more up than the black girls.
You got good hair. People like light-skinned girls. People like light girls.
A whole bunch of stuff. So now when I pick people who are for me now, I don't care. If I hear colorist remarks from people, I don't want to be around you. I'm side-eyeing you. Oh yeah, I got good hair. Oh yeah, my hair is I don't got that nappy hair. Very anti-black.
Yeah.
So it's little stuff like that lets me know this girl, I don't know what she was going through, but she was really putting on that character.
Yeah.
In Element. She was that girl.
For a long time, clearly.
Okay.
Because we got a 10-year difference between
all right.
the interactions. And
see, we thought Micheal B Jordan was going to be real quick, but that's what I'm saying. But if you see her today and say she comes to work at your school, there need to be a conversation?
Absolutely not. No.
You would not?
I mean, if
what if she's a co-teacher? If your teacher, she's a co-teacher. Or your teacher, she's a parent. She's in your classroom. And you have to work with her.
I'm still not talking about it. If she tried to come to me on some friendship,
then
I'm going to be like, girl, what was up with you in high school? Because you remember this?
But that's how she would try to come, because now you guys have to work together.
We don't got to be friendly. We could keep it strictly professional in business. Girl.
So that's where you think Micheal went wrong. He should have just answered the questions on the red carpet and kept it pushing.
Well, no, like we said, she kind of made it seem like they was cool. She oh, me and him go way back. So I guess once you put that out there in the air, it's no, girl, address these things that
you said.
But if I had to work with Kayla or someone else that I didn't get along with in school, if we are on a professional type of status, I'm not bringing that up. But if you try to play friendly, it's we gotta address the little elephant in the room. You was a little nasty growing up.
Yeah, I feel like we can end it right there, because I definitely agree with you. I probably made it seem if people are confront or talking to me, if you trying to be too friendly with me, we gotta say something. Period.
Because homegirl,
but if you could hold your mouth, and just don't say we go way back. Don't bring up that's my son. Don't say you know me from here. Don't say
proud of me.
Don't say you proud of me without saying what you did. End of story. And that's how I feel. It might sound like I'm very angry. I'm not, y'all. It's just
me and Charlene gonna talk after the episode, y'all.
Okay.
We and her gonna have a therapy session because I think she got more things to unpack.
All right, I'm gonna cry it out. And I want you guys to let us know what you think. Like, have you ever been bullied? Let us know your stories, because I feel like bullying is a serious topic.
It is.
And we need to take it seriously. There are kids who are killing themselves because of the same comment that you took with the flat chest. They're unaliving themselves because of that, or they're unaliving themselves because they are scared they're going to be jumped, or kids are threatening to fight them. This is a very serious topic. So we can't just downplay it like, oh, just because you survived doesn't mean that it's not that serious.
It's valid.
It's very serious. So let us know if you've been bullied. We want to hear your stories. And also, like,
or have you been the bully?
Yeah,
be honest. Keep it real.
And why were you being a bully?
Yeah.
Let's unpack that. Was your mother bullying you when you came to school and bullied other people? Like, let us know.
Yeah. I think the takeaway here is to be mindful of how you treat people. And also, like, you gotta just keep it a buck and acknowledge your wrongdoings when you do realize you was nasty to people.
Yes.
Over, like, some point in life.
Yes. Acknowledge it and try to right your wrongs. I'm not saying say sorry a million times. You say sorry once, it's cool. Acknowledge it and be good. Be a good person. Find that inner good in you. We all got a little bad in us, but find that good and make sure that you try to be nice to people. End of story.
And don't be friending no one up if you used to bully them. I think that's the biggest takeaway too. If you know you bully somebody, don't be trying to friend them up unless you are willing to acknowledge what you said. Like, you can't skip past that part now. You can't skip past that. So if you're not willing to acknowledge what you did wrong, keep the
keep it pushing.
Keep the hey girl, keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself, okay? And on that note, make sure that you guys follow us on our social media platforms, okay? Make sure that you hit us up on the Surviving 20s Instagram page, which is Surviving 2.0. And then also email us with your questions, your comments, your concerns. We want to hear you out. And lastly, guys, you know what this sign means if you've been watching.
Support the pod.
Please. I don't have a plan B. We're going to unpack what I went through it after we end this episode, okay? So we'll see you guys in the next episode. We love you.
Bye.
Take care of your mental health. And go leave some hearts in Micheal B Jordan comments. And also, don't attack the other girl. Don't be a bully to her either.
Yeah, let's not be bullies.
Leave some hearts in Micheal B Jordan's comments. He's not a corn. Thank you. End the story. End the pod. We out.